Hello, and welcome to a new series I'm calling Road to High ELO, a series where I take my favorite pack, the Golden Pack, and try and see how high I can climb on the ranked versus ladder. Now, some of you may remember a series I have called Ranked A to Z, which, I used to do this all the time. I was trying to get it's kind of like Scooty's A to Z, but in versus mode. I was trying to win with every pet in the game in alphabetical order at level 3 in versus mode, and I gave it up. It was just, it was fun for a while, but, after a while, I have to grind like an hour and a half just to get one win for the series, and then, they would add like 60 new pets in like a week, it was just too much for me to decide to call it quits back in like November or so. That I really hadn't really much played it since the summer. But I've taken some time off for ranked mode, and I still get that itch to compete, every now and again. Plus, I still really enjoy watching versus content from people like John Bear, Sag, Red GT, Revolving Coke, Flame 96, and like all the other YouTubers who play this game more in versus mode. So I thought, hey, why not give just regular old 1v1 a try? It seems a lot more manageable than Ranked A to Z, and there seems to be a lot of people who really enjoy it. So yeah, plus it helped me scratch that competitive itch I still get from time to time. So I decided to dive straight into the ranked queue with Golden Pack, just determined to get good at the game and to climb the ladder. So how did things go? Well, to start off, I decided to play just a handful of games just to see like where I was at, without any kind of help or anything like that, just kind of get like a litmus test, control subject or whatever, just to see base level of where I was playing and where my skill level was at. And turns out I was horrible. I thought I knew Golden Pack, it's my favorite pack after all, but obviously the arena gameplay didn't transfer. Plus, I haven't played versus mode, honestly, that much, in the last several months, so I was very rusty. And let me go over one of my games as an example, because it was not going well. All right, so this is against Oval Goral. I can't remember, their ELO was like, it was in the 1500s, so definitely very manageable for me. But at this point, I think I had I was like 2 and 4 or something like that. Like I was not doing well. I was losing. I was below the starting 1500 ELO. I was losing to everybody. I think my first win was over somebody who was like 1450. And then someone messaged me on my Discord and said, hey, you just beat my little brother. I'm like, well, thanks. Now I feel worse. I just beat up a little kid or something. I don't know. Yeah, so at the time of this gameplay here, I was like 1470, 80s, something like that. Hold up. I'm going to check my recordings, see what ELO I was at. But yeah, I was not playing very well at all. Obviously, without any help, it just was a lot more of a struggle than I was anticipating. Where's my video? There we go. What was my ELO? The game knows that this one. Gotta scroll back on my recording. Give me 1 second. Here, there we go. And then it's so important to know the ELO, guys. Come on, go back. Okay, yeah, they're 1553. There you go. I was 1494 for reference. Also, Pie Tamarin, chocolate cake Pie Tamarin on turn like 3 or 4, whatever it was. That's pretty awesome. I actually really like that play. I feel like I've been using Pie Tamarin a little more since the stat buff. But yeah, really, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just kind of buying what I thought was good. I was going for a lot more like Weasel, Gold, Bop, Mana Ray stuff, just because that's what I like to play in Arena. But obviously, this is versus mode. Games can end as early as turn 7. You don't always want to be investing that much into the late game. Especially I'm playing something like Star Pack. Look, they've got the Marmoset and the Bass. They're setting up for a big sell with a Starfish pivot. I should try to get rid of them as quick as I can. I should not be setting up for the late game. Also, why did I put this the Pie Tamarin all the way back here? It's only good. It can't even snipe 3 enemies like it's supposed to, So I end up drawing. Should have had that wave predator. Yeah. So yeah, my gameplay was not that good to start out with. The Royal Flycatcher didn't really do much either, so I decided not to go for level. But hey, man, go for level 2 Weasel. That could be pretty cool. Once again, don't reposition the Pie Tamarin. Could have been a lot of work here. They've got some big castle warriors. Look at that. It only does 3 damage. That could have been so much better if I had it just at the front or something. I don't know what I was doing. But I think I end up selling out of it pretty soon. Okay, we take the sea line. That's another thing. I was going crazy on the scaling. Scaling's not as good as it used to be in Golden Pack because the stat lines got nerfed on the sea line. and then the baboons targeted scaling got worse as well. So it's just like not as good. I pick up the falcon here just to have something to buff with lettuce, because I'm like, you know, falcon's a pretty good tier 4, especially into like when I'm playing golden pack. I like to take falcon a lot, but that's the thing, this person doesn't have any, like, usually it's good because like I'm playing against golden pack and I can steal their Nyala or nurse shark or whatever, or their flea. But like in this one, what am I going to steal that's useful? It's just acting as a summon. And then I put the pie tamarind up front, but I don't have the cherries anymore. Like, what am I doing? This is so bad. Trust me, it gets better. I'll show some more games. I'll show another game near the end where I play a little bit better. We pick up the macaque just for some tempo, because I'm like, bro, this guy's at 5 lives. I'm at 2 lives. I need to do something. I need some big stats to counteract the cassowary, like stat. They still haven't done the big sell yet, but they're getting ready to. But yeah, the orangutan comes in clutch, helps me get a lot of stats there. We killed the starfish, or the bass there with the fig, which is funny because it makes their marmoset better. So they had some poor positioning, and they should put the bass in front of the marmoset. And then, of course, I pick up the bird of paradise. Like I said, I was obsessed with it. And then immediately I sell it because I'm like, wait, I've got level 2 sea lion, and then I have a macaque. I don't really want to sell anything else. I need the space for the orangutan, so complete waste of gold there. But yeah, so this is a great example of, you know, where I was at without any advice, without any kind of help. Pick up the warthog just because decent stats, I guess. Sell out of the falcons, it's not doing much. Plus, I figured the stat buffs with the attack from the sea lion might do a little bit more with my back guys here. But yeah, just kind of a showcase of, you know, where I was at. Not very good. Maybe I'm make some good plays here or there, but overall, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm not really playing versus mode. I'm kind of just playing golden pack, you know. And they've got the stegosaurus. Is that stegosaurus? I always get stego and spino mixed up. Spino, whatever. They got the Spinosaurus and a Triceratops. They're ready to sell out of their marmoset once they hit the level 2 starfish. Like, they are chilling. Yes, I've got level 2 macaque and level 2 warthog now, but I don't think it's gonna be enough here. Yeah, see, they sell out of it. They got a lot of stats. Got double Spino with the level 2 orca already. That's crazy. They don't get any good summons out of it this time. But yeah, just not going to have nearly enough to get through that. So yeah, really should have tried to knock them out early instead of setting up for late game. And then I was setting for late game, and now look at my late game. This is my late game. This is trash. This is really bad. I guess I'll go for level 3 macaque just because the big stats, but honestly, not looking good. Maybe my weasel can kill this guy in one hit. Okay, it can. And then I'm like, wait, they have like a low health guy at the back. Let's do tomato, so that works out great. Okay, we get some value out of the pita bread, and we actually bring him down to 1 heart. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, I made some good moves with tomato and stuff, but honestly, this person should have beat me forever ago. I pick up the crane here just to, you know, maybe get a melon could be helpful. And then I sell out of the sea lion because I don't really need the scaling if we're both at 1 heart. And what happens on the last turn here, they pick up a woodpecker, and they also put their bigger Spino at the back, so it can't die to tomato anymore. Not that I have that anymore. I get the melon, which is cool, but the double level 2 Spinosaurus, especially with the level 2 orca, it is just not enough. Even with my pita breads here, even if I got that break point, I was going to lose. So yeah, not looking good. I was 2-5. I was in like the 1480s or whatever. But then something changed. So let's talk about what happened next. So what happened next is I played those games over the course of a few days this week, like over like a 3 or 4 day period. Yeah, like a 3 day period. I played those games, went 2-4. Really wasn't playing that great. The 2 people I beat were like below 1500 elo, and so I'm still below 1500 myself. I'm not playing well, and most of the people I match with are in the 1500s or early 1600s. I did match with one person who was like 1650, and they crushed me, but that's besides the point. But what happened next is a certain video was uploaded by Sag. He played some Golden Pack in versus mode and talked about what he thinks is good with the new version of Golden Pack in versus mode. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I'm struggling. Sag is really good at Golden Pack. Let's see what he's got to say. And there were two main takeaways I got out of the video. So the first thing was the importance of the flea. I should have done that forever ago. I even remember in my old ranked A to Z's, I talked about how flea was just an auto take like all the time because everyone was playing Turtle Pack and they just go big scaling and Flea destroys that. And Flea just in general is just amazing. Sag was like, yeah, I'd take like a Flea on like turn 11, you know, like Flea is just that good. It's so strong and it just helps a lot into the big scaling boards. And it's synergized really well with another couple of pets that I really didn't have on my radar, the PDF and the Slug. Now PDF is pretty good. You know, it does 3 damage to the highest health enemy whenever it, the friend ahead of it faints, which combos well with the Flea because the weakness targets the highest health enemy too. So with the Flea and then the PDF, you get big damage snipes, and then the Slug on top of that gives you a whole lot of summons for the PDF to snipe with. So those 3 in tandem, he said he bought like 80% of the time. He was winning a bunch of games, and I was like, huh, maybe I should try that out. So after that, I went into the ranked lobby on my phone, and here's what happened next. All right, so this match is against Rotating Pepsi, aka Dre Z, who's a respected member of the SAP Dojo. I recognize his name. I couldn't remember who it was, but I was like, I think I've heard of this person before. They're playing Puppy Pack, and they are they're like 1730 elo. I am below 1500, mind you. What is the matchmaking? 1480 can match with 1730. I don't know. But we get the win on the first turn here, and like I said, Sag was like, all right, go Flea PDF line. He also said like early game tempo with Muskox is really good because it can lead into like PDF stuff as well. He said he wasn't really buying the scalers either. Forgot to mention that, like not as often like Baboon and Sea Lion as before, unless you just high roll like crazy. So I just took those to heart, and so, you know, I'll level up here, and I go Baboon, I get the Doorhead Ant, and then I probably should have sold the Silk Moth for the Muskox because I think that'd be really helpful, but you know what? Works out okay. We've already beaten them twice, by the way, so they're starting at 5 hearts. And look at this. They know how to play against Golden Pack. They bought 2 Frigate Birds already because it's got good stats, good sell onto it with the Duck, and it just means I can't take Flea, which is very fair. I can't take the Flea like Sag said. But you know, we're doing okay. We also got the Bulldog, by the way. Bulldog is a pet that is just so much better after the update. Even Sag was talking about it. But here we go. Bring in the Muskox. We take another win there. Could have done double Doorhead Ant there, probably. Put the Baboon in front and sell the Bulldog, I think. Probably would have been a little smarter, make my Muskox a little better. They're trying to go for some, like, they're setting up, like, they've got big stats on the Frigate Bird. Maybe they think that'll be enough so they can set up with this Owl and maybe get some extra buffs with the Flying Squirrel and the Balloon. But I'm still able to clean through them, so that's another win. I've won every round so far against Dre Z. And I sell the Bulldog, pick up the Beta Fish. I skip the Flea because, once again, they're running Frigate Bird, no point in it. And then I take this Fig because I could probably snipe one of their backline pets, could be super good. Now I'm getting buffs from the Baboon, and look at that. Even that big Frigate Bird is no match for me. Now Rotating Pepsi Dre Z is down to 2 health. I've yet to lose a game. I do a smart thing. I unfreeze the freaking Manta Ray. Like I said, I was obsessed with gold builds, and this, like, Sag and all them are like, don't do that all the time. There's like better ways to go. Just tempo out is kind of the main thing Sag was saying, you know, especially against people doing this crazy scaling. Like, Puppy Pack's late game is insane. They got a big Frigate Bird once again, but with enough HP on the Doorhead Ant, we survive and get 2 hits against that. Now Tracy is at 1 HP. We'll take the level 2 Muskox. We'll take the Emu for an extra Muskox trigger, and then we'll take the level 2 Beta Fish. We'll take the Nyala for some extra trumpets and the egg for just a little bit extra on top. So here we go. They've basically got a big Frigate Bird. Look at this. They're still setting up for later. They've got triple Lobster, just trying to survive 1 turn so they can do something crazy next turn. But yeah, with all of our level 2s and then with the extra trumpets too, there's just no we're going to win. And we have a perfect game against Dre Z. Like, literally right after I watched Sag's video, I get a perfect game against Dre Z, respected SAP Dojo member. Did I high roll a bit? Yes, but still I feel pretty darn good about it. And this actually got me above 1500, got me back to 1503, and I actually won the next game after this. Let me go to my history here. Go block off that top game because I'm going to show it next. But I won the next game against a Turtle Pack player. Look at that. I got the Flea to deal with. Let me just show you real quick like what I was fighting against. So I'm doing like the PDF Flea stuff. My opponent, let me show you what kind of stuff they're doing. I got Emu as well. Look at this. They're just big scaling onto, like, you know, Dolphin and stuff. No protective equipment. Even if they did, it'd get replaced, so I get it. And they didn't really adjust their game plan at all. They never brought a turtle on board. Later they had like, look at this, they had level 3, level 2 monkey, and like I was beating them with this stuff. Actually I think I lose this turn because of the coconut stuff. Yeah, I think I lose that turn, but like I was beating them even despite their high scaling. I get the level 3 PDF this turn. I made sure that's the other thing, because the dolphin, I had to play around with the HP so it wouldn't snipe, or if it's not my potatoes, or it's not something I didn't mind fainting. But yeah, just the snipes are way too much. Just 12 damage, 15 damage, 12 damage. Get a little bit extra health, but it doesn't matter. And yeah, so we beat a 15-50 turtle pack player using the sack strat. And then the last game, let's go over in entirety. So this game is real special. So I just started playing Golden Pack. This is like my 5th day of playing it. I've played like 10 games in 5 days. My opponent here, Learning 4. You know who that is? That's Prof Ninja, who's also a member of the SAP Dojos. A lot more experience in Versus than I do. But this is his 2nd day playing Golden Pack. Not playing Golden Pack in Versus. His 2nd day playing Golden Pack, period, I'm pretty sure. He's doing this cool thing where him and another player are trying to play every matchup. Like, every couple of weeks, they're playing like a different matchup. Like one person plays Turtle and the other plays Puppy. And a couple weeks later, it's gonna be Golden versus Star, and then Star versus Golden. You know, like they're playing every single matchup throughout the year. So Prof Ninja wanted to try and learn Golden Pack for that. And this, like I said, this was his 2nd day of playing Golden Pack. He is a lot better at Versus. He was like 1650 ELO compared to my like 1513 or whatever it was after the last game, 1500. I don't remember what it was. But it's his 2nd day playing, so he's I've got that against him, that, you know, he's only on his 2nd day playing Golden Pack, period, and I have more experience at least playing it in Arena, so I know a little more of like how that plays. But also, he's just better at Versus mode than me, so wasn't sure how this game would go. But hey, fellow Golden gamer trying to like get better at Golden Pack. Super excited for this matchup, because we both were like trying to ask people like, yo, I need some coaching like at the same time. So I'm like, yo, this is like my brother, dude. We're trying to learn Golden Pack together. So yeah, this is the matchup versus Prof Ninja. Buys an egg there to try and mess with my bulldog and my silk moth, but I put the possum in the front to help. That helps me with that. And because of the 2nd bulldog silk moth, I take a win. So he starts with 1 less life. Great way to start. And what do we level up into? We level up the silk moth. Okay, we find flying fish, beta fish. And we find meerkat surgeon fish. My buffs hit the surgeon fish, so I decide, hey, I'll freeze it. Maybe I'll find a cherry or a black neck stilt. I could do it next turn. There we go. Might as well. It could be pretty good, especially like getting the health onto like my silk moth, and my bulldog could be really good. He gets a muskox and a surgeon fish as well, and he's actually able to win because of the egg this time, so that's pretty cool. Pretty evenly matched so far. But yeah, gotta pick up the surgeon fish. Surgeon fish sits the buff. It's just so much nicer. I've been taking a lot more in Arena too. Like, yeah, it instead of like it being constant, it's only on faint, but it gives so much HP at level 1. Like 4 HP to 2 friends is so good. Like, okay, he gets it there, but like, look at this. I'm at 410 with my bulldog, and then it's 6-7 on my silk moth. That's amazing. We're able to clean up here with the bulldog, and we still have the big status silk moth in the back. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. We take that there, and then of course gotta freeze the flea. We're gonna go ahead and take that flea, because like I said, I'm still learning Golden Pack, and I know that flea PDF slug is good, and I just want to kind of get good at that before I try and learn a little more nuances, because I'm like, hey, I know something that works. Sag talked about it, so I gotta try it. But he's got a little too much stats for me this turn, so I'm going to take the loss. He had the, you know, all the stats. He had the meerkat attack, which actually helped a lot in that matchup, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, we're just going to take a little more lettuce stats. We hit the beta fish I didn't want it to hit. But honestly, we're still looking pretty good. Next turn, hopefully we can find a PDF as well and start going crazy. Surgeon fish v surgeon fish. Look at that perfect break point. Exactly enough attack on the surgeon fish to get rid of that. But we're still going to draw just barely. But hey, we're not losing lives. And yeah, now we're just rolling. I'm looking for 3 things. Flea, PDF, slug. We find the slug, we find a flea to hopefully get level 2, and there is the PDF, so I'm going to sell out of that. A little bit weird positioning because I have 3 faint pets, but I want the weakness to go off pretty early, so I'm positioning it like this. Beta fish can trade with both of those units, hopefully, except they switch it up, and there's no black neck stilt anymore. There's a cherry now, and now they run. Look, Prof Ninja is running PDF slug. I wonder if he watched Sag's video as well, or if he just got that coaching from somebody else. Flea hits the muskox in the back. We only have a couple slug snipes, so we're going to lose. So we're both running PDF slug, which I just think is so funny. But I'll go ahead and take the flea level here. I'll probably take a lettuce. What? I guess I only had 2 tier 4s. Man, I just want levels. Lettuce would have been kind of nice there, especially if he buys Fig. I'm kind of screwed. Honestly, I should be buying a Fig to hit his PDF because his PDF has the lowest health on his team, so I should probably be buying that. But, you know, there's potato next turn, so hopefully I can just find one of those. Surgeon Fish at the back because I decided I'd rather have my PDF stuff start sniping earlier before his PDF kills my slug. So I'm going to go and do that. Look at that. Good hits, lots of damage. And we draw again. So, oh man, this game is going down. It's going to go pretty late. Now, I pick up a grizzly bear here because I figured, hey, we're both running summons with PDF. There's going to be a lot of low attack attacks that might be able to trigger my grizzly bear. And then I throw a potato on it to protect against his PDF since it's the highest health on my team. He buys a Fig. What I just talk about, I need a Fig. I need to get a Fig of my own for his PDF, and also I needed to get a potato for my PDF. But oh well, we still take the weakness there, and potato comes in clutch, and we're actually able to get a trigger here. We kill the secretary bird, and we're actually able to win because of the weakness. So even though our PDF dies, the grizzly bear diff is real. I keep looking for levels, but I really should be looking for potatoes. Guess I'm gonna die to the Fig again. Okay, I'm gonna put waffle. I guess I freeze waffle for the PDF. I don't know. Maybe I should have unfroze the chocolate because PDF dying is not that helpful for me. We cover up the potato with the weakness, which is really nice. We kill their beluga surgeon, not beluga surgeon, beluga whale. But yeah, we don't have enough. They've got the secretary bird in the back, so we take another loss. But this turn, I'm going to have my PDF online actually this time, so. It's actually going to be a lot better for me because I can actually use my PDF. So I'm not expecting this match to be as close. Find a second oyster. I find a third one. And a fourth one. And then a Nyala. So yeah, looking pretty good. I just pick up Nyala because it's a Fig target. And I don't mind if it faints because I get the trumpets anyway. So that's pretty good. We get the muskox thing again. And then, yeah, we get the big 11 damage snipe. Now, look at all the snipes flying. They've got the wolf and the secretary bird, though. We have just enough for the grizzly bear to trigger. I guess it hits the potato, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we take out Prof Ninja again. Excuse me. I've been recording for talking nonstop for like 20-30 minutes straight. Now look at this. We got the onion on the PDF to hopefully give me more triggers on it because I'm like, hey, he doesn't have many. He's not going to be targeting it with his PDF. He's not running he's only got 1 Fig, no tomato. Like, I think I'm fine running an onion. It's not getting covered up. He's not running flea for weakness to cover it up either. So yeah, I get the extra snipes here, doing so much damage. He buffs the warthog, and then I jump to the back. I could get another snipe here and another snipe here. And yeah, Prof Ninja's on 1 life. That's crazy. Get the level 2 Nyala, and then put the Fig on the flea to hit his PDF. Finally, I buy it. Hopefully he doesn't find the level and gets above 4 HP. So what do we see here? He sells out of the PDF, and he picks up a wildebeest, I guess with the trumpets from the Nyala. He's hoping that like the weakness will replace, or the coconut will replace the weakness, you know, by the time he gets to it. But here's the problem. I've got a PDF. It's going to snipe you before the wildebeest gets to get its coconut. So I kill the warthog, and then the grizzly bear kills the wildebeest before it gets the coconut. I get the extra snipes thanks to my extra onion there. And we beat Prof Ninja, get our 5th win. Yeah, we're doing a lot better. We win 3 in a row thanks to Sag's video. So yeah, let's kind of wrap up and talk about where we finished after this ranked grind. All right, so after all said and done, I went 5-5, finished with a 1532 ELO. Not the greatest thing in the world, but not the worst considering how I started. Like, I lost a bunch, but then I won a bunch at the end and brought it back up. So definitely got some potential. I still have a long way to go. And I have a lot to learn. You know, I feel like right now I'm still figuring out like what pets to buy. Yeah, I know Flea Slug PDF is good, but like, what do I do when someone knows how to play against that? I don't know. That's really the only line I know right now. So I definitely need to get some coaching. Thankfully, I've found some people that are really into Golden Pack. There's a whole group of Golden gamers out there who have a lot of resources, so I'm definitely going to hit some of them up, learn some more about the Golden Pack, and just try to do better. Because right now, yeah, I'm getting washed. Yeah, I did some cool wins, over Drazy and Prof Ninja, but all in all, I'm still at 1531 ELO. I'm still getting washed like half my games, but you know what? You have to get washed to get clean. You know what I'm saying? So definitely looking forward to doing some more ranked in the future. And yeah, not sure when the next episode will be. Maybe we'll be just talking about one game in particular, or maybe I'll go over a few games like I did in this one. Not really sure. We'll find out. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video. But until then, as always, stay true.